Welcome to Exact Training. This course is about the Bill of Materials using the Master tab of the Part Master. In this lesson, you will learn what is included in the Master tab of the Part Master and how to add a new part there. Let's get started learning about the Master tab. From the System Manager, click on the Engineering tab and choose the Bill of Materials module. The Bill of Materials is a list of all the raw materials, the parts intermediates, and subassemblies. It includes descriptions and quantities that are required to construct, overhaul, or repair something. Click on the link to the module, and the Bill of Materials window will open. Select the Activity menu. The Bill of Materials module maintains important part information and enables you to create product trees for all your assemblies. The BOM module has two main features, the Part Master and the Visual BOM. Now choose the Part Master, and the Part Master window opens. The Master tab is the principal screen used to add parts, product lines, and resources to MAX. It provides the primary part information for the Bill of Materials product tree. If you are adding an entirely new Bill of Materials, you will need to add all of the parts first. The minimum information required to add a part to MAX is the part ID, the unit of measure, and the part type code. Part ID is a name or number that MAX uses to identify a part or a resource. You can define the format of the part ID. A part ID may contain any combination of up to 30 alphanumeric characters. MAX is a part-driven system. Part ID is used in almost every table. Part IDs can be manually entered, inputted through a data load through professional services, or in a data migration conversion program. We'll begin by entering an ID for the part. If you know the part ID you'd like to use, you can manually enter it here. You may view a list of those part IDs that have already been entered into the system. Double-click to bring up the Part ID browser. The browser window will open. Click the Search button. This is a list of part IDs that have already been entered. You may use the down arrow at the right side of the window to scroll through the list. Use the Last Record button to scroll to the bottom of the list. Use the First Record button to scroll to the top of the list. You may export this list to an HTML file or a Microsoft Excel file if you would like. Click on the Export button to do so. When you find a part you'd like to use, double-click on its row, and the part ID that you chose is now entered into the Master tab. The description are two 50-character fields in which you can further describe a part ID. Description 1 is printed on all of the reports and displayed on all of the screens. Description 2 can be unloaded by using the Unload Part data. It is displayed on selected screens and printed on some reports. Let's talk about the part type code. Click on this field to see the options. You will need to know the part type code for each of your parts. The part type code determines the function of the part system-wide. It is not a good idea to change the type once you've established it, or MRP may not run correctly. The most often used codes are A, B, and M. Use M, master part, only for the top-level parts that are manually scheduled in the master schedule. Most parts should be A for a manufactured part or B for a purchased part. These part types are automatically planned using MRP. For more information on part types, review the Bill of Materials User Guide. Both the part notes and the BOM notes can be printed on the Bill of Materials reports. If a part is deleted, its notes are also deleted. Notes are text files associated with specific MACS part IDs. For example, a parent part may be related to other parts, components, or subassemblies. You can create notes that describe how the parts are assembled, what requirements the use of a particular part may depend on, or any restrictions that may exist for a particular part. Notes containing up to 3,500 characters may be associated with a specific relationship. Click in the Part Notes window and type your note. Click OK when you are done. The Buyer ID field on the Part Master Planner and Master tabs displays the name or identifying number of the individual responsible for purchasing this part. If you know the buyer ID, enter it manually here. If you would like to see a list of buyer IDs that are already entered in the purchasing module, double-click to open the browser. If there is already an ID showing, you can clear it to see the whole list. Either click the Clear button or click on the current ID and press the Delete key. Then click the Search button. A list will appear that shows all current buyer IDs. Find the one you'd like to use and double-click on it. Now let's talk about the primary stock ID field. This must be assigned either here or in the Inventory tab. It is an 8-character alphanumeric field that identifies a stock location used for the inventory. It is the stock ID where orders for this part are typically delivered. The value entered must be a valid stock ID previously set up in the Inventory module. The Stockroom browser window will show the stockrooms that have been set up in the Inventory module. If you have made any changes to this tab, the Update button will now be available. Otherwise, it is grayed out. Click Update to save your changes. Click the Close button when finished. For information on the additional fields in this tab, please see the Bill of Materials User Guide. In this lesson, you have learned about how the Master tab is used from the Part Master, and you have learned how to add a part ID. Thank you from Exact Training.